Hey guys, welcome back to another Calibria video. We are done with the rune crafting event. I don't know about you guys, but that was a lot of farming. I farmed the lair the complete duration of the event, trying to get the best conflict gear. So it's time to take a break from the lair, from all the dungeons, and do something that I should have done a long time ago, guys. And that's the world boss. The world boss. So I'll just show you guys real quick because I'm almost ashamed to show you this because everyone I talk to is way ahead of I am on the world boss. And I know it's a huge part of the game. I know it is. I just haven't taken the time to go look at all my heroes again. I just haven't. I keep getting distracted from other parts of the game. So what I did was I removed all the runes from every hero. These heroes that I have here, other than Lich King, all the rest of them are the heroes that I have left that I haven't put runes on. Everyone else I went through and put runes on them, primarily focused on the world boss. If I use them in like arena, I couldn't change from that because I don't want to screw up my arena team. So I did gear out my arena team first, and then I went through all the heroes to try to gear them out towards world boss. So I made a list of all of my level 40 heroes and kind of listed out their base stats and just put a note on here if I had them sanctified, just so I know on attack, is that their base attack or is it boosted because of their sanctification. So in here, you know, other than like my arena team, I tried to focus on, I just sorted by attack, defense, and HP and tried to gear them out focused on my highest attack. If they're attack, I try to focus the runes straight on attack. So one of the mistakes that I was doing was I focused too much on crit percentage and crit damage. And it sounds like even though, you know, those are really good stats, they're not as important as attack percentage when it comes to world boss. So for Arcanist here, you know, she was, other than my arena team, she was one of my first focuses on my attack champions. When you're talking about defense, Dragoon and Shield Guard were some of my main focuses for those runes that had really high defense. And then when you're talking about HP, Destruction Idol, I didn't gear up Windwalker yet. I did do Rock Golem, but he is a 3-star, so I probably didn't focus on him first, other than I probably focused on Celine, because I do use Celine in Apex as well. So I kind of use this list to get a better idea of who I need to focus my better runes on first, after I got done with my arena and my Apex arena. So in one of my previous videos, I talked about this Calibria site that had a lot of good stuff in it. It's still, I think, in the process of fully being utilized by people, but it has stuff in here like drop rates for dungeons that people have submitted, as well as this hero archive. So this was a good resource for me to figure out, you know, who to level up to level 40 next if I wanted to use them in World Boss. So in here, you know, I could sort by attack, and if I didn't have this hero, I could look here and see, you know, out of this list here, what hero that I wanted to level up if I wanted another attack hero. Obviously, you know, the 5 stars are going to do better in the world boss for you, but this would give you a good idea if you didn't have a hero that you could come out here and look at this hero archive to look at base stats on different heroes. So what I've noticed, these base stats are if you have them evolved but not sanctified yet. So that'll give you a kind of a good idea of just, you know, if you want to come out here and look and see who to level up next, this is a pretty good resource that you can utilize. Okay, so back to the heroes. I'll show you an example of one of the attack heroes that generally how I would have geared them and how I have them geared now. So I'll pick Arcanist just because she was one of my higher attack. So after I geared out my arena people, she was like one of my first focuses to get gear on. So in here, you know, I kind of always went attack percentage for the most part, unless I had heroes that I had to gear them out for different dungeons and stuff, and then sometimes I might have used speed runes. So on the rune 4 here, generally I would always do crit damage with this. Pretty much always. I would always do crit damage just because when I run dungeons and stuff, that is always crit damage. I have 100% crit rate usually on my attack champions, and that's all I'm focusing on pretty much every substat really. And I would always do attack percentage here, but all of these substats here, I would not focus on attack percentage before I focus on like crit rate and crit damage. I would always get those up first, so I would not have these substats usually that I have now on her. I would say, along with, you know, just trying to focus more on attack percentage versus crit rate and crit damage, one of my other things that I really slacked off on was I would gear people out for dungeons, and then I just kind of leave them how they were. And sometimes they didn't have great gear on. They just had gear that met the spec that I needed for the combination of the team, and just to get me by, but they wouldn't have good gear on. So I would run them through the world boss just with whatever gear they had on them. And I never revisited the heroes. I would keep really good pieces of gear in my storage so I could kind of switch out different runes for heroes I wanted to use. So I've geared out majority of my heroes now with decent gear. I would say about half of my heroes have good gear on, and then about half of them have semi-good gear on. And then these heroes here, they don't have any. If I get to the point where I need to use them, then I'll have to think about how to gear them, but I'm running dry on runes right now. So after this, I will be going back to the lair to farm more conflict gear, because as I dug into this world boss, it made me realize just how much runes I needed extra that I didn't have. So we're gonna run through these 5 challenges. It would be really nice if I could get another attack out of this. I don't know what to expect. I honestly don't know what to expect here. I'm hoping it'll be a big improvement. I'm hoping it will, but I don't know. So obviously Arcanist, she by far has the highest attack ever out of everyone. These 2 people have really high defense. Spider Queen and Lich, they have really high attack. Lich is probably more focused on crit rate and crit damage because he's my farmer. And I probably ran out of just the really high attack percentages. So yeah, we're gonna hope we get some good chests here, and another attack. Really, I would like to get hopefully like 6 attacks, because I know most of you guys out there, everyone is ahead of me in the world boss. It seems I'm pretty sure the majority of the people that I talk to, all of you guys are like in a different league when it comes to world boss. So I would expect this one to be good because it has my best heroes in it. So hopefully the other runs are pretty good as well. So Arcanist, she does phenomenal. Dragoon, he is sanctified as well. So on that list of the Excel, I did list, you know, who I had sanctified and who I didn't. Spider Queen is sanctified, Shield Guard is sanctified, Lich King is not. Okay, so that's a good start. Let's see if we get anything good out of this though. So okay, we got that. We might as well look at it. So I always need desperation because I don't really have a lot of desperation runes. Conflict gear is about all I have, guys. That's about it. And I will continue. I will continue to run lair until I am happy with gearing out all these heroes for the world boss. Okay, so next round here, I would say this shouldn't be too bad either. Archmage definitely doesn't have as good gear as like Arcanist did and Spider Queen, so it's gonna start dropping off pretty quick just because I don't have the runes available. But I'm hoping now that I focus on all these heroes, I can get a little better overall score, I hope. Okay, so that's S rating. I'll take that. Nice. So Eve, of course, Destruction Idol, his base stat on HP is crazy high. So I think I had about 93,000 HP on him, I think. I'm pretty sure. Flame Spirit, Eve, and Bone King, those are my arena champions, so they do have immunity sets on them. And I will not be changing that. So yeah, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about my arena champions unless I get like extra gear that I can swap in and out real quick. Because I'm not going to be changing their gear. I'm not going to be changing their gear. I like how I have them geared out. So now we're probably dramatically dropping down now. Gear-wise, I think we're starting to drop down. So I need to do way more farming in the lair to get better gear. And the lair, you guys get Callie and I add the lair, so... I missed it. No, okay, I get S- there. I don't really know the... I forget on like the tiers of the damage there. So this is probably my last S rating out of everyone here. So I do have I just leveled up Mountain King and he is sanctified now. So I think, especially once I get better gear on him, I think he'll be pretty good in the world boss. Alright, now it's yeah, hopefully these guys don't have too bad gear on. Because I did see a couple of those that I used for Apex, so I'm hoping I had them decently geared. But again, for the gear, you know, if other than arena, I focus on their base stats, and I tried to stack all those stats as high as possible. So I just leveled up him. He's not even sanctified, so I'm pretty happy with that. That is surprising, but I might not have... Oh, I might have a Zerk set on him, and he might not have crazy stats on. That's probably why. Okay. I was wondering why he was so low, but... my Zerk sets are not crazy high. Okay, this is the last one, guys. So, I mean, I am liking what I'm getting on the damage, but it looks like I need to farm more, though. I need to farm more to get those last probably 2.5 hits of heroes to get them better gear, I think, because now it's really starting to drop off. I'm getting A ratings, S ratings are gone. And I need I need more sanctified nat 5s. That really helps, I think. That really helps a lot. Okay, so that's probably it unless I surpass the damage. I don't know, I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, I did. Nice. Okay, so I got an extra attack in. So that's what I wanted. I at least wanted an extra attack out of this hard work that I did. So now... I don't even know who... I should probably go look. I think I geared out her. I did, but... so this is going to be probably pretty low. I probably don't have... I probably don't have good gear after this, but I did get one extra attack from just taking out all my runes and going back through my heroes and just working with what I had, really. I mean, I don't have crazy gear on for half of my heroes, but just to see an improvement for doing that work makes me happy, though. It makes me happy, and we're just shy of another attack, really. So if I farm a little more, I can actually get another attack on top of this. So I think I'm in the right direction. You know, I would recommend, you know, for you guys, if you're in the same boat, probably you're not. Probably you're focused a little more on World Boss than I was, but go through the heroes that you don't use anymore and just see if you can rune them better for your World Boss, because we want to focus on those base stats. For the sub stats, you know, focus on the percents, And if you can, for your attack heroes, try to focus more on the attack percentages versus the crit rate and the crit damage. So anyways, hopefully that helps. Hopefully you guys enjoyed kind of going through that, and I'll talk to you guys later.